play and call it work.
Hey, what is going on, my paisans? I feel like I haven't seen everyone in a while. Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and we are sitting and talking live on this week's Sit and Talk. Yeah, it's me. Next week is going to be Steve. So if you would like to leave a comment for Steve, you can go on to MiniWarGaming.com on this video and leave a comment for Mr. The Mountain or Mr. Steve. And if you don't know what this show is about, you guys can ask me anything you want. It can be wargaming related. It can be about my personal life. It can be about anything you want. And if you guys wonder why every once in a while I look to my left, it's because my guest, John, is sitting there in the corner. We were playing a game. It's 1,500 points of Tyranids versus Demons of Slaanesh. It is one big sloggernoppen. Sloggernoppen, is that even a word? This is one big combat fest. It's wonderful. But thank you all for joining with me live on the wonderful world wide web of Twitch. If you would like to leave a comment, use the command !ask and then your question. Wow, Cullen, that was not professional.
Yo, I'm totally just double checking that someone in the chat is lying to me.
What are they saying?
They say your audio is double, but it's not.
Oh.
Apparently on their end.
Interesting.
I just
Okay.
checking on my phone to be sure, and then I unplugged the headphones and pausing the video like a genius.
Nice. By the way, Cullen is with me, Mr. DJ Misfire. You know what? I actually like Cullen a lot. So it's wonderful that I get to sit here with Cullen. Vito and Cullen in the morning. But it's not really Cullen. Or it's not. It is Cullen, but it's not in the morning. It's the afternoon.
I am alive.
You are here. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and open the queue right now. Okay. Boom. So you can go ahead and ask your questions to me. Remember, the command is !ask and then your question. You can leave one question at a time. And then once I've cleared your question, you can ask me another to your heart's content. Once again, you can ask me any kind of question you want. It could be wargaming related. It could be about my personal life. It could be whatever you want.
Last week they were having some issues with the queue, so I think I got it fixed. So hopefully we don't have any issues.
Oh, okay.
They were having an issue clearing that out.
I did not know that, but now we know. Interesting.
So hopefully everything goes off swimmingly.
Swimmingly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever heard the term swimmingly.
Really?
Yeah, I heard clearly. Swimmingly?
Yeah.
Use swimmingly in another sentence.
Isn't that, I used it the correct sentence.
Use it in another way.
I can't.
Got him. Okay. Let's get to some of these. Let's get to some of these questions as they roll in. I'm going to take my time with these because we have about 4 of them right now, and we actually don't have any questions from last week's video. So we're going to take our time because it's going to be a nice, calm, and collected video with Vito. I have to say that slowly or else I will have marble mouth. So we have Krillian85 that says, what got you into 1,000 Suns? I imagine you mean the book or not the army, because into 1,000 Suns?
Into 1,000 Suns.
Oh yeah, there's the book that says 1,000 Suns, right? So I imagine that's what he means. There's the book 1,000 Suns. But you know, I'll answer both of those questions just to keep all the bases covered. So into 1,000 Suns, the book, I imagine that's what you mean. If not, I'll answer the question. Army. now I'm rambling. So the book 1,000 Suns, 1,000 Suns have always been my favorite loyalist / traitor legion. I always loved the fluff behind them, the lore. I love how they're very Shakespearean in a way. And what I mean Shakespearean is they are the tragic heroes, both Magnus and the Legion themselves. They are the unwilling villains in their own story. they never wanted to be the bad guys. They always wanted to be loyal to the Emperor, but because of that Goomba, Magnus, he made deals with Zinch.
You saying he's a mushroom with eyes?
He's a mushroom? No, he's a wise guy. He's I'm trying to throw in some of my heritage in here, Cullen.
I'm just trying to throw in some video games in here.
Right. No, Magnus, he goofed up, and his legion paid the ultimate price. No, obviously I'm joking around and stuff, but no, A Thousand Suns it's a beautiful read. Even if you don't read any of the Horus Heresy novels from front to back, it's a beautiful read. Like I always use the word Shakespearean. If you have ever read any of the Shakespeare novels or plays, if you want to call them plays, which they are plays, it reads like a play. It's extremely tragic what the Thousand Suns had to go through. As for the models themselves, or the way they play, the codex, if you want to call them, the army. Once again, I love Thousand Suns so much that I gravitated toward them. I did play them in Horus Heresy, but I ended up selling that army. They were uber overpowered. And then in 40K, I just once again gravitated towards them. They kind of go against my playstyle, which is playing armies that are very fast, very aggressive. But I kind of found a way to make them fast with teleporting guys around the board with dark matter crystals, or dropping in through the warp, things like that. So yeah.
Just so you know, Krillin did clarify it was the army.
Oh, the army. Okay. So was that convoluted enough of an answer? The models are wicked too. The studio has a really cool Thousand Suns army, which I use quite a bit. But even if you do like a really cool color shift on them, I think they would look pretty neat, or a really nice metallic blue.
Yeah, I think they're one of those armies that you can really utilize some of those untraditional paints.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And before you get to the next question, we have Blood Wolf 1988, Tier 1 for 10 months in a row.
Oh!
He says, hi.
Why, hello, and congratulations on the Twitch baby. How's it growing? Good?
He's a month old now, so...
It's learning.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully it doesn't become Skynet, but it's learning. It's learning.
And MiniWarGamer for life. Twitch Prime, 7 months in a row. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, why isn't this thing clearing? I go to pick next and it doesn't...
When I tested it earlier,
yeah.
It worked.
Well, guess what, Cullen? It's not working.
So is it not clearing?
It is not clearing. I'm going to try it again. Yep. Cullen is coming because I'm a big baby and I can't figure it out.
So...
Hey, buddy.
Hi. So, I just want to see it happen. So, what was your issue?
I hit pick next and it didn't work. And now...
I just hit pick next and it worked.
This is why I like Cullen. This is why he's my favorite. Next question.
Sorcery.
From Derdick. Drick. How much time and practice do you put into your impressions? Okay. So some impressions I've practiced for a while. And then other impressions I constantly have to rewatch. Like I need to hear the impression, or I need to hear the actual voice. And then it's kind of like a mockingbird. That's what I equate myself to. And then I just kind of spit it out. And then like there's other ones where I constantly hear, or I know because I've watched it 1,000 times, and then I can just do it on command. There's like a couple impressions that are my go-to that I absolutely love doing and that I just know how to do. But yeah, and there's actually some times where I'll just walk around the house, like when my fiance is not around, and I just do it. I'll be cleaning the dishes, and then you start hearing me do like my Mark Hamill Joker impression. I was just like washing the dishes, like the clown prince of crime, and I'm just acting like an idiot. And then sometimes I feel like my neighbors are like, what's this guy doing?
What is going on?
What is it? Yeah. So yeah. Oh, it worked. Look at this. I needed Cullen's touch.
Magic fingers.
Magic fingers.
It's all
Magic
good.
fingers. Magic fingers. Next question is from Dicente. That's how you pronounce that properly in Italian. Dicente. Vito, after a few days with the White Scars supplement, what's your opinion? Beautiful. Thank you, Games Workshop, for making White Scars great again. It is a beautiful supplement. White Scars go fast, pew pew, and things die. No, I absolutely love the supplement. Before, I never actually ran intercessors with the White Scars, and now I'm finding myself always including them because I want the command points to do really cool things. Like there's a stratagem where you move, and then it allows you to move again, but you have to advance, which is fine, no problem. But I've found that stratagem has actually won me games because I've used that on speeders. So speeders can go 16, then you use that stratagem, then they go another 16 plus advance, and I've gone across the board to go and grab an objective, and it's won me games. It's absolutely awesome. I love the new warlord traits. The new relics from Chagoris are incredible. I absolutely love what they've done with the White Scars, and I wonder why they chose the White Scars to be one of the first supplements to come out. I'm not entirely sure.
It does seem interesting because it's not like in the past little while they've had much support for them.
Yeah, not at all.
And especially with the no intercessors on bikes and that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? It does seem like an interesting choice. I wonder if they're leading with a flagship and a minor. I don't know. We'll see if the next couple books come out, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've had actually discussions where bikes were kind of going with the age of the dinosaurs,
Right.
but bikes have actually gotten huge buffs with stratagems, with the tactical doctrines, with getting rapid fire, AP -1. So it's almost like they're encouraging people to buy more bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think bikes are here to stay.
At least for now, and that's good. Because I honestly really like that kit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool kit. I'm going to be starting my own White Scar army.
Oh, you're making it fancy. Right?
I'm making a fancy. Oh yeah, the reason why I'm making a fancy is because I'm going Forge World route. I'm getting the Outrider bikers. I just like the look of those bikers.
Those are really cool looking bikes too.
I don't like the fact that the weapons are on the bottom, like where the tires are. I wish they were like kind of up here, kind of like the old how they are now.
Mm-hmm.
It pains me every time I play White Scars that I have to use like a green repulsor, a black repulsor, or the green intercessors, or like every single time. I know I hear it in the comments all the time. Trust me, I hear you guys. But if you guys want me to play White Scars, it's what I got to use. So I hear you guys. I know some people said, "Oh, Vito, you can count these guys as using Mantis Warriors," and I do. But yeah, I'm slowly working on that army. I do have my Demons of Slaanesh that I'm working on. I know I've said it a whole bunch of times. I've got like 8 start collecting boxes plus a whole bunch of other stuff. So my plate is full. Plus I'm focusing on my wedding that's coming up in like 10 months. So yeah, my plate is up to here with stuff. But yeah, I am working on it. So yeah, it's coming down the pipeline.
Work in progress is always
Yep.
is always a thing.
Absolutely. Let's see if I can pronounce this one. Ermagurthard. Ormagurthard. I think I like this one. Ermagurthard. Gothard? Oh my Gothard? Ermagurthard. That's what I'm going to say. How do you keep your beard and mustache so nice?
Isn't it Mr. Mogo the third? Or Mr. Magoo? Mr. Mogo the third?
Wow. What?
Did you just have a Shamu Solari moment?
I think I just did the Ormagurd Goosebumps girl thing. Wow. I think Cullen should just read these from now on.
No, I'm enjoying this.
Wow. Mr. Mogo the third. Wow. Okay, yeah. How do you keep your beard and mustache so nice? I have a hard time keeping mine looking nice. Well, I appreciate the fact that you think mine looks nice. Um, I, I genetics. I don't know.
Do you have one of those like beard, like the goatee shaped thing that you hold in your mouth to trim around it?
Is that like a football mouth guard?
No, have you ever seen those?
No. What do you?
Like the goatee shaver that you hold in your mouth and it makes the perfect shape for you, and you're supposed to cut around it.
No. So literally, what I do is when I find that my goatee or my beard, besides my face, is too long, I have a trimmer, right? I trim it, and then I put shaving cream, and then I shave, and I make sure that it's crisp, and then I get the little trimmer, right? I go in the mirror like that, and I trim the sides. I feel like I'm looking like a ridiculous person right now because I can't see myself on this side because I want to look at you guys, and Cullen is staring at me through the viewport.
It's like I'm looking at you while not looking at you.
Yeah, and then every once in a while I trim the sides if I want a nice point, if I want to look like the devil.
Which, I mean, who doesn't?
Right.
But it depends on the day.
Yeah, and then every once in a while I'll come with scissors, but like barber scissors that has the little thing for your pinky, and then I trim. It takes me about 20 to 25 minutes, sometimes half an hour, when I have to manscape this thing. Did I answer the question? It's hard to keep the mustache so you don't end up looking like a villain that's tied someone down to a railroad track. Yeah. It does. I actually have done that once where I wanted to look like Errol Flynn. If you don't know who that is, he was an actor, I think from the 30s, who played Robin Hood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did that once. He had like a very thin mustache. It was Robin Hood mustache. I wanted to look like that, and I had to live with it for a while.
Have you ever done that thing where you go to, shave real close and you take off too much?
Yes.
What do you do in those moments?
You live with it, or you make it look good. I've never actually I actually have fully taken it off.
Because you made a mistake once, or because you wanted to?
Because I've made a mistake.
Own it.
What else are you gonna do? What else
right?
are you gonna do?
You're gonna be like, am I gonna walk around with half a beard right now? No.
I've actually done the thing where I went in for a haircut and I asked for what I wanted and they didn't give it to me, and then I felt guilty because they'd done work, so I paid for it. I went home and I'm like, this looks horrible. So I just ended up buzzing my own head.
Oh no.
No.
I don't think I've buzzed my head since I've been like 8.
No.
But I hope I never have to.
No. Yeah, it's pretty awful. Next question. Oh, see, now it's not doing it. Oh, it worked. I got it this time.
Do I need to come over there?
No, you stay where you are. I can do this. I'm a big boy. Oh, I can do this one. Slink and Bond. I got it. Slink and Bond. What did you think about Tau Crisis Suit 3-man teams equipped with 2 fusion blasters and 1 plasma rifle each? I think they're great when the White Scars kill them.
I think that's too expensive.
Yeah. What do you think they're too expensive, Colin?
I personally think so. That's my opinion. You're paying for you're paying a decent amount of points for each fusion blaster, and they only hit on 4s. And yeah, with marker lights and everything, but I don't know. It's only 1 shot per fusion blaster. I'd rather have a cyclic ion instead. Plasma rifles. I don't see why you'd have 1. If you're gonna go plasma rifle, I think you go ham.
Okay.
You go all 3. But I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. I still don't know how I would personally like to run my crisis suits, but missile pods are always a good choice.
Missile pods are pretty gross. I mean, I don't know much about Tau. I know I've played against them a ton recently, and oh boy, do they hurt.
Yeah, and I know it might seem like there's a lot of stuff that throws out missile pods, but they're just so darn effective.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love fusion blasters, but again, only hitting on 4s and having 1 shot each, you're paying 20 to 25 points per. So it's like 50 points each, and you get 2 shots, and one of them's gonna hit. Math, right?
Yeah.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah. From Starmex, Vito, will you be doing the tips for painting in place of Chris? Also, what will happen to the Painting Auxilium Twitch stuff? As for the Painting Auxilium, I'm not really the person to answer that question. I don't know. I don't have the answers. But will I be doing the tips for painting in place of Chris? That's actually currently up in the air. There's a lot of talks about what will happen for painting stuff. There's some stuff that I'm currently doing for Turbo Dork. I've done some painting of some spoons. That was actually a lot of fun. I actually painted something up. I painted Corsoro Khan, the new Primaris model. So some photos of that should come up fairly soon. And I'd love to do some painting stuff. Chris was great. He had a gigantic repository of knowledge. But I mean, I'd love to do some tips or some painting videos or whatnot, just to bring in some knowledge. But yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. From VJ Morph. Will Chris's painting Blu-rays / series that was just completed be released? Once again, I don't have any knowledge as to pertaining of that series. You can probably email Mike at MiniWarGaming.com or even Matthew at MiniWarGaming.com. They would probably be the ones who would have some knowledge to that. That's probably right, Colin?
Yeah, I think they're the best people to talk to.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have the DVDs, so
yeah,
we'll see if we end up distributing them.
Yep, that's probably your two best bets. Either Mike at MiniWarGaming.com or Matthew at MiniWarGaming.com. Next question from a MiniWarGamer for life. Oh, that's not the life. That's life. Vito, just wanted to say, keep up the good work, bud. Thank you. Appreciate that. I really enjoy your content and contribution as a content producer for the MiniWarGaming crew. Oh, I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much. Cool. It's nice to be appreciated, as always. And then we have one from Dicente. Hey, Dicente, you're back. Appreciate that. I'm 100% sure that there is going to be a jet bike model for Primaris, and with the new legacy models thing that appear in the Nova Circle in the Warhammer Cullen 1944.
Okay, and you got to appear in the Nova article in the Warhammer community page. I can make a prediction that by 9th edition, the old bikers are gone.
Ooh, interesting. Oh, that would really suck if I put in all that money into some Forge World bikers and then they're just out the door. Yeah, Colin's twitching his eye. That would hurt. I'd love to see a Primaris jet bike model. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Them riding around on the battlefield. But yeah, I wonder what they would. Because I mean, right now you have the custodian jet bikes. So how much bigger would they actually be compared to, like, how much would the Primaris jet bike be? How much would the Primaris jet bike be in size to the custodian jet bike? I wonder. Like, would the base size be bigger? Would they be longer? Because then you also have the jet bikes in 30K. So would they be thicker, longer? It's an interesting question. Yeah, and I did see that in the Nova article. So yeah. And then, yeah, the bikes could probably go in the way of the legacy models. But that'd be unfortunate because bikes have always been around. But then what about the rhinos? Because everything on tank tracks, would those go in the way of legacy? Because we've had this big debate around should models with tank tracks also stick around? Because we're in the 41st millennium, right? Why are we still running around with tank tracks? Shouldn't everything be in hover?
You would think. I mean, if one people have the technology for it, why not everyone?
Right. I mean, we're in space. Let's fly around. Let's have some fun. Why are we always on the ground? I mean, yeah, sure. It's evocative. It harkens back to the old days.
I'm also just thinking of, like, what happens if you have a tank and you go to a planet that has a different gravitational pull, you know, and it has to touch the ground, whether it's stronger or weaker. I feel like it would be better just refloating in general.
Right? I just don't know. I just don't know. And I guess we've just burned through our questions. So this is me sitting here at the computer.
This is 28 minutes down.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of just a chill day. I mean, this is what happens when we didn't have any questions from the last video, right?
The previous one. So if anyone has any more questions, now go.
Shoot them off. You want me to do an impression? I can do an impression for you. You can put in a question if you want me to do an impression here. You can do that. John, do you have any questions?
Oh man, you just put me on the spot. Like
Yeah, buddy, I did.
All right. How long have you and your fiance been together?
Ooh, great question. My fiance and I, we have been together for 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, we met in college. I remember when I first walked into class. Me and my buddy Wilson, we walked into class together. It was in a groups dynamic class, so it's all about like learning about interacting with a group, because obviously when you are in the world, you have to learn how to work in a business profession, or working in groups. And I walked in with Wilson, and the very first person I saw was my fiance Erica, and I nudged Wilson, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna date that girl. It was quite literally love at first sight. Now, I mean, I don't know if I loved her, but it was affection at first sight. And certainly, somehow or another, we started talking. We went on our first date, and 5 years later, we're going to get married in 10 months.
I feel like that deserves a slow clap.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah.
We have another Twitch Prime sub for 3 months. Zenders? Vito, favorite T-Suns unit, go.
Rubrics.
Wow, that was a good answer.
Yeah, you can't beat that vanilla rubric Marines, the backbone of the army. Spitting out that AP2, you put in a Soul Reaper with that 4 shots at -3 AP. They're good. And they can smite.
I like how even the fact that you call them vanilla, they still look not at all vanilla.
Well,
right?
like they're like I said, the backbone
Right,
of.
and I think that's so cool that they can have a vanilla unit that looks as cool as that.
Oh yeah, they're a sweet unit too, right? The kit that they came out with that, which was I don't know how long ago. I think it still holds the test for how long they came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
They're pretty decent. So we actually have 3 more questions that came in. I appreciate you guys for making this go on. From Sand Ghost, how do you like the new Ozark Bone Rippers? Oh, the Bonecast Eternals? These guys are cool. They're essentially the Tomb Kings. These guys look amazing. Did you guys see them come out?
I haven't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, from you didn't see them come out?
What are they called?
What should I Google?
The Osiark Bone Rippers, Warhammer community.
It was said in a comment that I could just copy and paste, so I don't have to try to spell that.
Yeah, they're essentially the new Tomb Kings. They are not Tomb. They're not Tomb Kings.
Totally not new Tomb Kings.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, not that guy, not the emo guy. Keep going.
We got Saruman.
Saruman. Yeah. Look at these guys. Look how amazing these guys are. Look at that. Look at the bones on these guys. Oh, they're so good. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Those are sweet.
Right?
Those are awesome.
Okay, wait till you get to the catapult. Look at the size of this catapult. Keep going.
Oh, I gotta actually scroll.
Come on, Kulan. Don't fail me now.
Oh, wow.
Right? Yeah, that's General Grievous.
Yeah.
Right? Look at that catapult! Look at this thing.
That looks huge.
Right?
Dang.
So beautiful. Oh.
Wow.
Right? Okay. And then wait until you get to
It
the.
has legs, it moves. Oh,
Yeah.
that's creepy.
Okay, and then you're gonna get to the not casket of souls.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That is-
so good.
I
So good.
love this.
Yeah, it's the models that they've been coming out for AOS and even for 40K have been incredible. So my hat's off to GW for what you guys have been doing. And that's just not sponsored or anything, but the models have been just so evocative. And it's not like, oh, I'm gonna do this army now because they're incredible. Steve actually might claim this one because I got the Hedonites, so that one was on me. Yeah.
Man, I like the almost samurai-esque vibe that some of them have as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I find this guy here.
Yeah, Colin right now is looking at like the casket, not casket of souls, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 8 models in one.
This is wild.
And it's about this big. They're incredible. It's great stuff. It's great stuff. So we have one from MiniWarGamer for life again. How much fun was it creating the studios at the bunker? Oh, so I have some really great memories with myself, Mike Grove, and Drewski. It was a great year building this place. When we first came in, it was an absolute shell of a place, but we had an absolute joy putting this place together. Every now and then I walk through this place, and it's like looking at ghosts, kind of walk through. I don't know if you're using the word looking at ghosts, but you can see like the old memories kind of walk by, almost like looking at a Charles Dickens movie or something like that. You can see, this is where Drew and I, did this, or this is where Mike and I had that one moment. It was fun. It was absolutely fun. Definitely had some really funny moments. And then we had our serious moments too, where we really had to sit down, buckle down, and, put our nose to the grindstone. But no, it was good. Creating this place was a lot of fun. From Decente. What was the reaction of Steve when he saw Emo Shrike? I think we all had the same reaction. Was like, what the heck? My first reaction was that one song, "What could have happened to me? I made my mistakes." Yeah, I mean, look at that goofy model. I feel like they're intentionally making a joke.
2006 called.
I know they want
their hair back.
But it's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
From Spider-Man 3.
Actually.
It's horrible. Just cut the helmet off, cut his head off, and put the helmet back on.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like if you just put a beaky helmet on, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on his side here though. Is that going to be stuck to the model? I
mean, if you can shave it off properly, or just grab another beaked helmet.
That's just a spare helmet.
I mean, if you can shave off that helmet, model it, like model the leg, and then put another beak helmet from something else. I don't know. But yeah, Steve and I both did not like that.
That's also weird, I think, that he's standing on something that's that tall.
Right? Because then, like...
Does he see over everything?
Because, yeah, he's standing on some kind of rubble-ish barricade that has, like, a viewport.
But, he's now this much taller than everyone else.
Yeah, I mean... He's probably going to be about this big. Maybe even taller. I don't know. I don't know about him. It's that hair. It's Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, it really is. That's
from Spider-Man.
Strange.
Yeah. Next, we have a question from StarMax. Vito, and I might need your help with this one, Colin. Have you seen the newest meme with the release of the new Ozark? It was a Star Wars Revenge of the Sith quote. On the flip side, what would you 143202
feel each faction in 40K will get for new rules in the Awakening, specifically your Thousand Sons?
Yeah, so I did see the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith quote, which was like the "Hello, Obi-Wan Kenobi." It was a really good Star Wars. I like that one a lot with the Ozarks because they have like 4 arms and with the 4 swords. So it's the General Kenobi quote. So that was really great. I loved it. On the flip side, with I don't know what's going on with that whole psychic awakening stuff. They didn't really mention much about it, did they, Cullen? With the whole psychic, yeah, they didn't. I mean, they talked about it, but they didn't really say much about it. So I don't really know what's going to be happening with psychic awakening. I'm super excited. Thousand Suns could get a huge buff. I mean, they're super strong as they are right now with the psychic powers. And I know a ton of people are like, Vito, you're not using this, the Thousand Suns to their full potential because every single unit of rubrics could be casting different powers. And you're absolutely right. However, I also have to take into consideration filming time. And I don't want to be here all day, going into 6, 7 o'clock. So I need to take a balance between filming and also, filming, making good bat reps, but then also, my own personal life. Because when we film, it takes a long time. Because, we're doing small cuts. We go, we break for lunch. We talk in between the filming process. With John and I, our turn one, we started at around maybe 10:30, because our just setup takes a while, and then our turn one maybe finished until 1 o'clock. Now that might sound like a long time, but the filming process takes a long time. If you've been a guest here at MiniWarGaming, you guys know exactly what that's like. So yeah, I can't have the psychic phase take forever because that just it's not good for business. So yeah, I am curious to see what this psychic awakening does and how it will benefit the Thousand Suns. Next, we have a question from Ravenwing84. What unit would you like to see added to the Thousand Suns in 40K? Ooh, interesting question. So we have the Sekhmet Terminators are pretty good. Actually, they're really good. They're Magnus's bodyguards. I like to see some new special characters. I know Colophus, he was always one of my special characters, but he died during the burning of Prospero. We do have Zangors, which are close combat, but I'd love to see maybe some close combat rubric Marines. That would actually be pretty cool, because we do have the Kenentai in 30K, which are guys with these close combat Kopesh swords. So maybe a really cool close combat rubric Marine squad. I think that could be kind of cool, in my opinion. They could also do smites as well, or cast psychic powers. I think that'd be pretty neat. That's my opinion. Magnus did nothing. Magnus _did nothing. Have you tried using Vortex Beasts and Shaman with your Zangors? I feel like your Zangors don't really do much in your reports. Sad face, they really 14, 34, 16, Colin.
They really need the buffs from other units to perform well.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I 100% agree with you. I think I've tried using Shaman. I'm probably not using them right. I don't like using Zangors. To me, they don't fit the fluff. I'm probably going to get some hate for this. I know people love using Zangors, but Zangors they're strong, and I don't like using them. They don't fit. They just don't fit. They just don't fit for me.
You want a Chaos Space Marine army. You don't necessarily want a Chaos Demon army. I feel like is that why?
I guess. Well, that's not necessarily true because I have been fielding Screamers into my list, and I love the Screamers. Mind you, I've just realized that I should be playing them properly, like taking them in a different detachment. And I'm going to start doing that properly from now on. But I love the fact, or I want my Thousand Suns to feel narrative. I want them to feel fluffy. I want them to harken back to the old days. In the old days of 30K, but also, I know it's 40K, But to me, I want them to have the line troops of rubrics. That's to me what the Thousand Suns are.
Mhm.
To me, having the Zangars, it doesn't feel Thousand Suns to me.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that.
Having the Screamers or even Flamers, that feels more Thousand Suns than having Zangors, if that makes sense, because they had in a Thousand Suns, or even the Thousand Suns Legion themselves, they had demons as little pets, kind of invisible pets, kind of beside them. They'd help them clean the guns. They helped them boost their psychic powers. Whereas having these goat people around with these blades or chain axes and bolt pistols, in my mind, it just doesn't make sense. So that's why I'll rarely play with them. If I ever play a big game, sure, because we have the models. That's just not me though. So yeah, I mean, if you guys really want to see it, sure, I'll play them, but I'm very reluctant to play it. Call me old-fashioned. K Brohem, hey Vito, if you could fully flesh out a new line for Space Marines / Chaos Space Marines that don't already have a line, which chapter / legion would you want to see fully flesh out? Maybe for if you could fully flesh out a new line, I'd love to see Noise Marines have their own book. That'd be awesome. I mean, Thousand Suns have their own line. Oh wait, not Noise Marines. That's a unit. Well, geez, what are they called? What's the Slanesh?
I'm thinking.
Oh,
wow.
they're my favorite. Oh, not favorite, because Thousand Suns are my favorite. Second favorite.
Potato salad. I cannot remember.
They're not called the potato salads.
That's what my brain is doing right now because I cannot remember this.
Why?
Chat.
Emperor's Children. Oh.
What a joke.
Yeah, Emperor's Children. I'd love to see them have their own book. I'd love to see them fully fleshed out. Yeah, I think they'd be super cool. Having a whole bunch of units running around the board. You can ally in demons and things of that sort. Why not? And then, I mean, can you imagine even having a demon Prince Fulgrim, or demon Primarch Fulgrim, if they ever release him? I think that would be really cool. So yeah, that's my opinion. Zergalurg, what's going on, buddy? Hey Vito, in my Primarch tournament, Matt was lame and picked Logar to win over the Khan. Please shame him. Really? I mean, really, Matt? Oh, let's have a moment of silence for Matt. Ready? Good. Okay, that was enough.
It was literally a quick moment.
Yeah, the Khan would absolutely wreck Logar. And actually, in my opinion, and it is not because I love White Scars. Well, I love White Scars and I love the Thousand Suns. But if there was ever a battle royale, and I think we all talked about this in the office, if there was a complete battle royale, and I think we talked about no psychic powers are allowed, the Khan wins this battle royale. It would probably end up coming down to the Russ and the Khan in the finals. But yeah, the Khan would probably win this. He probably has the best martial skills out of everyone, and no one would suspect him because no one appreciates him. He's always out in the outskirts doing everything on his own. Everyone knows the martial prowess of everybody else. So I think the Khan would win this. He's by far the best in fighting combat. So yeah, Khan wins, hands down. Logar, get out of here. Logar. Yeah. But if there was a psychic powers, I do think Magnus takes it.
Yeah, once one psychic gets involved, it's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I mean, like Magnus is the premier psyker besides the Emperor and even maybe what's his name? Oh, hi Dave. You tried.
Yeah, I tried.
He's my twin.
Yeah.
Malkador, besides the Emperor and Malkador, it's Magnus the Red. We then have JC Phoenix. Hey Vito, do you play Slaanesh Demons in fantasy as well? Actually, no, I've never played Slaanesh Demons in fantasy. In fantasy, I've always played Bretonnians. They were my #1 army. And then I played Warriors of Chaos, but funny enough, I never actually played with any Warriors of Chaos. They were always Marauders. I had 4 hordes of 40 Marauders of Chaos in the army. That was annoying to paint. And then I played, what else did I play? For a brief moment, I played with Chaos Dwarves, and I absolutely hated it because they just castled. You fired your magma cannons, which completely obliterated. You had the hell cannons, the Kadai destroyers, and then what was left of your opponent, your Chaos Dwarves just kind of went and mopped up. So I sold that army really, really quickly.
You described my ideal fantasy army.
Yeah, it's dwarves that shoot. I hated it. So yeah,
Did you say dwarves that shoot? Is that just dwarves?
They're chaos.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I will say, I just bought some fantasy dwarves on square bases.
Okay.
Why I did that? I don't know. I have no plans of getting them painted anytime soon. It's just like it was a good deal here at the end store here, and I was like, you know what? That's a sit in the closet box, and sometime when I'm feeling really burnt out on something, I'll pull up some dwarves and get those painted.
Did you get to them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's always good to have those projects that
absolutely
something you want to paint, but isn't really for now.
Yeah.
But as a way to refresh yourself.
I actually it's kind of similar story. About 3 years ago, I was going to get into the Batman miniature game, and I from Night Models, they make one of the best line of miniatures, and I bought the entire line of the League of Shadows or League of Assassins.
Oh yeah.
And I got a whole bunch of people like, yeah, we're going to do it. They bought minis. They dropped out of it. They never did it. I'm like, oh, what the heck? Now I've got no one to play with. So they just sat in my closet. I did other projects. Finally, up until about 3 weeks ago, I caught up on all my painting. I was waiting for other projects to come in. I'm like, I'm going to tackle this project. In 2 days, I finished all 15 miniatures to match the card art. And I was like, feels nice.
Right.
It was refreshing.
And that's I find that sometimes you get yourself stuck in a very grinding stage of painting armies just to get them done and want them on the table. But sometimes enjoy the hobby, paint what you want, what you need. Yeah. It'll. I feel like then when you go to move on to what you need, you'll actually feel a little bit better. Oh,
absolutely. Now I'm kind of at the point where I have 90 demonettes to paint. Well, actually, now it's 60.
Oh.
Now it's 60.
Grinding away. Okay.
Yeah, and I've got some models from Creature Caster, so I'm excited to get those done too. But yeah, it's the slow grind now. So. Next question from Necromancer 1000. What's your and the others' thoughts on the Ozark Bone Rippers? I feel like I kind of answered the question, but I'm going to answer it again. Yeah, they're cool. They are Tomb Kings reincarnated as really awesome, just miniatures. They're statues that have come to life. And yeah, I was really hoping that they would be death models that oppose death, if that makes sense. But they're just more death. So death just got a super boost to their hordes of death. But yeah, they're. I mean, we're looking at them right now, and they're cool.
What I was able to kind of figure out between the last time we talked about it is they actually have the same armor as the Morgoth.
Yeah.
The Archai. I was like, where have I seen that armor on what miniature? So
I was thinking about that last night too.
Gonna be in this army?
That's what I'm thinking. Can these guys be allied in, or are they in the army as units to take?
Almost
the bone is the same, and the armor is the same, but there's and these guys, these Ozark Bone Rippers, I don't think there's any souls in them. Whereas those other guys have souls, like coursing through them. So I'm not entirely sure.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with that then.
But yeah, I mean, Contrast is going to love these guys.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you take Skeleton Horde, you're done. You're laughing to the bank. So, we've got...
It barely says they have souls.
Oh.
Necromancer 1000. Now, are you referring to the new guys? They have souls, or the Morgas did?
Ozarks do have souls. Does anyone get that reference? Remember the gingers do have souls?
Yes.
Kid?
Okay, so he said the Bone Rippers do have souls. They do. And we have done. Reapers, not rippers.
Rip! So we have one question left. You guys want to get your questions? Get them in. From Magnus Did Nothing. I imagine this is wrong. Can you do a Stefano Accorsi impression, please? Who is Stefano Accorsi?
Is that someone we're supposed to know?
Colin, look that up. What do you say, Stefano?
Isn't it?
Stefano? Could be the main tomato. Who is that?
Who is this?
Who is this?
Where is IMDb? I am assuming you're some sort of actor who is in some things that were not English. He is an Italian actor, it appears.
Oh, is that the guy? No, that's not. Is that it?
No.
Oh, because I just saw it for a second.
No.
Who is that?
No.
No, because that guy's got a little bit more of a kind of thing going on. Or you guys are probably gonna clip that.
Is he from Bologna?
What is I mean, I know what Bologna is, but
Bologna is where he's from.
Bologna.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's from there. Don't ask me.
That's what it says on the IMDb page. Who is this person?
I cannot do a Stefano Accorsi impression because I don't know who that is.
But I just got a quick thing. As for why Dave was in the room. So right after this sit and talk at 3, there will be Dave is going to be on a podcast.
Oh.
That should be live streaming, and I should get an email from him anytime with the link that I will post in chat.
Sounds
so if you
good.
guys want to hear Dave being interviewed on a podcast that I wish I knew who it was, but I'm just waiting for an email. So just hold tight, and we will finish this show, and then you can go from here and go check that out afterwards.
Well, it's almost 3 o'clock. We've been almost going for an hour. Is that right, Colin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, it's going for a little. I mean, we're a little slow, a little light on questions this week.
The Chilling Wargamers is the channel that he will be on, and I will post their YouTube channel.
Like villains.
In chat right now. And again, I will post it again at the end of the show. So if you want to check that out after this, or even if you're watching this on YouTube,
yeah, go check them out
on their YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Again, being the Chilling Wargamers. Wargamers, one word.
Yeah, go check them out. I recommend it. Yeah, we've got 4 minutes to 3 o'clock.
Close that queue up, possibly.
Yeah, I'll close it in the next, let's say, minute.
Sure.
Yeah, in the next minute we'll close the queue because the questions are a little late this week. Yeah, sometimes light weeks. So yeah, get your questions in the next 45 seconds if you want a question for me. Yeah. Till then, you have a question for me, John?
So is Demons of Slaanesh your favorite AOS army?
Yeah, I'd say Demon or Hedonites of Slaanesh are probably my favorite army right now. I kind of had it with Daughters of Cain. Not had it, like I still enjoy them. I've just played them so much that I'm selling the army. I think actually a battle report just went up today that said that I'm selling them. So yeah, if you want the army, Vito at MiniWarGaming.com. They are for sale. Yeah, Hedonites of Slaanesh. They're so evocative. Slaanesh is my favorite god, chaos god, by the way.
Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes. We'll give it another 20 seconds, and yeah, I think Hedonites or Slanesh, they're great. There's actually a recent thing that went up on a Facebook group that said that they're one of the most OP armies in AOS, and I chimed in saying that, yeah, they are super strong, but they are beatable. Like, you kill off their characters, they can't do any of their summoning, you play the objectives, and they can be beat. Hedonites of Slanesh, super powerful, but they can be beaten.
Would you call them necessarily a glass cannon, or are they a little bit stronger than that?
They can be glass cannon-y. I definitely.
On kind of how you build.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they want to die, especially their characters. They want to get hurt, but as soon as you kill off the characters, they can't do their summoning. So play the objectives, kill the characters, kill them in shooting, and you've won the game. And there is that escalation too now of power levels of all the armies that are coming out. So every single army that comes out is going to have that power creep of getting stronger. So that's going to be that's my 2 cents. So we're going to close the queue in 3, 2, 1. Boom, closed. So we got 4 questions that we're going to be answering. One from Starmex. Can't wait to play with you and Cullen come January 2020. I think I'll bring some as 2. Don't know what though. Yeah, cool. We'll see you come the new year, and look forward to playing you, my bruh. Sandghost, I think Stefan was Quirk or Steve.
I don't understand.
What?
I don't understand. I read that before you read it, and I was like, what?
Sure. Okay.
I'm so confused by that whole thing.
Don _ Cernet. Cullen? You wait until this is over, all right? You wait. What are your opinions on the new Sisters of Battle? I actually saw some of the new models. They look all right. I know some people were actually kind of upset with the new Penitent engines, how they're kind of...
I mean, that's a good way to describe it.
Right?
For all these who are listening on podcast form, how would you describe that face?
How would I describe the face? Yeah. So what I did was I did the whole Abbott and Costello kind of Frankenstein, where you raise your hands up and you kind of make like a Dracula kind of mummy Frankenstein thing with your hands, and then you open up your mouth as you're very surprised and you go, ah. You're free to pause and make memes of that. Yeah, I mean, the new Sisters, they're cool, sure. I imagine Slanesh is eager to get their hands on them, if you know what I mean. And then the last question is from Kay Broham. I know you guys don't get to play against other content producers often, but if you could, would you think about making cutthroat bat reps where you 14, 57, 52? Colin, wake up. Right. Wake up. I love Colin.
We're at Kay Broham, right?
Yeah. 14, 50. What do you mean the chat? What are they doing? Do I got to come there? Okay. 14, 57.
You want me to read the whole thing?
14, 57, 52. Where are you? Cutthroat boat reps. Oh, jeez.
Cutthroat boat reps.
Are we be pirates on these boat reps?
But if we could, making cutthroat bat reps where you and your opponent bring those lists in heavy quotations.
Ah, jeez. I don't know. I'm not really... See, here's the thing. I'm going to say I'm not really like that, but then people are going to be like, oh, Vito, you did that one thing where you brought witch elves. Guys, I did that once, and I didn't even know how powerful they were. Okay? No, I don't really think we're into that. I don't think we're probably going to do that. I remember back when Quirk was working here, he was really into kind of the tournament scene, bringing those aggressive lists. You probably won't see myself and Steve do that, unless someone requests to do that. But even then, I don't know. I'm not a particular fan of that. Steve and I actually have a really good time when we play together. I think we actually have some AOS games coming out. Where both he filmed and then I filmed. So look forward to that. It's always a joke, in a good way, when he and I play, because we have very similar mannerisms, and not play styles, but personalities. So, but yeah, that is going to be the end of the sit and talk for today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I do appreciate everyone asking questions, especially when there wasn't any. And if you didn't ask a question, thank you so much for listening to me, especially when I had marble mouth. Colin, thank you so much for chirping me. And John, thank you so much for asking questions as well. I appreciate that. Once again, guys, if you want to leave questions for Steve, he's going to be next week. You can go to this video on MiniWarGaming.com and leave a question for Steve. Ask him whatever you want. And do we have any other announcements besides the one about the podcast?
Yeah, just that. It's 3:04, so it should be live now.
Yeah, go. Tune in right now.
Throwing the link back in chat for everyone who wants it.
Yeah, Colin just did that. But yeah, once again, everyone, thank you so much for watching. As always, peace on the streets, keep it moist, and happy wargaming.